In this video, I'm going over everything you need to know to get ahead in Where Winds Meet without missing a single important detail. So you don't spend hours backtracking, crying, and pulling your hair. I already almost have no hair, so trust me, that's a big no. First thing you must do when you enter into any new zone is to sprint to the fireplace. Why? Fireplace equals entire map unlock. No fireplace equals you are a blind chicken running into traffic. Do not skip this, do not explore, just sprint like your ex owes you money. Progression, how exactly should we go through the game? Now you want to look for this icon right here on the map. You want to follow this until your eyes bleed, as this is the main story quest marker. You don't really want to be doing anything else, especially on day one, until you, in my opinion, get to Kai Feng, this zone down here. The reasons being are simple. You unlock more weapons as only certain weapons can be found in Kai Feng. How do we know that? Well, we can click on a weapon, hit space, and it will teleport us to the weapon location. And there's a lot of weapons locked in Kai Feng, same with skills and passives. And because of this, I highly recommend spamming the main story quest, ignoring everything else besides the Birdie icon and one or two other things I'll explain later until we can get here. You don't need to do these hat icons or these book icons at all. They do have some good loot behind them, but sometimes they will have a boss. The hat icons will always have a boss. This is a major problem while leveling. Why? Because you're going to be weaker than a wet noodle if you don't have good gear, meaning unless you're locked in and you got that Mountain Dew on hand, boys, you're going to have a rough time killing these bosses, chat. So I would recommend waiting until you're at least level 41. Why? Well, moving us on to our next segment perfectly. I mean perfectly. I am just locked in. You can get these armor boxes. These armor boxes can be opened up at 41, 51, 56, and 61. That will be our max cap come global version. This will give you really good gear and you can customize it to whatever piece you want. So for example, if I open up this 86 box, I can then choose exactly which piece of gear I want, guaranteeing something useful. This will allow us to hit good power levels, and once we get gear that's sufficient, then we can go kill bosses and we shouldn't have much of a problem. What do I do with old gear? Oh, that's a very good question. Click this hat. Here you'll see a bunch of passives. Click into it and you can put your old gear in here. You ideally want to fill this up until you see the yellow line. This will give you more damage, more survivability than putting on a bubble suit, allowing you to bounce off bosses with no problem. Another thing you should be doing is upgrading your weapons, armor, and accessory slots here. Just an order priority, by the way, is always weapons, accessories, and then gear. Very simple. After that, don't sleep on your fire, water, and poison buffs. Will become the last airbender, even if it kills us. You can gather these as they're scattered around the map. Sometimes they'll be located in water. You can pick them up. If you ever see a little fire pot, click on it, as it will always give you a piece of ash. And poisons generally come from mushrooms. Now you can put these to your hotbar by holding Alt. You'll see there, and you can hit right or left mouse click to cycle through them. Once they're on this hotbar, you can use them whenever you go into combat. The game will automatically use them for you, so you don't even have to think about it. Here's an example, by the way, of a poison debuff. Bam, we just got one. So just always be gathering everything we come across, like these shiny things. If it's shiny, it must be good. Why else would they make it shiny? Next up, I want to discuss outposts. These are something you can definitely branch off and do, as these are required to wear better gear. If you don't complete enough outposts, sadly, chat, you'll be locked out of legendaries. So if you ever see one, you can go and do them. While you do them, you'll get this loot little chest here. You can see you get a sword, some upgrade materials, a few random chests. You will be given a choice, 1, 2, or 3 times the rewards. Now this is completely dependent on how much of this currency you have. There is a weekly cap on this. I think it's 500 or 600. It could be different on global. I'm not sure. You always want to be sitting below 100 to 150 of the weekly cap. Why? Because you get a bit of this each and every day. This is extremely important for, well, min-maxing our journey. And at the end of the day, that's why we play these games, right? To be sweaty little goblin rats. Why else would we be playing an MMO? To have fun? Nah, it's to make sure everyone knows we're better than them. Let's keep it 100, chat. Next, meet the hairiest man in all the land. After the fireplace, you'll meet this guy. He will give you 4 weapons. The umbrella, the ranged rat DPS build, the glaive for the giga chads, the fan for some healing, if you want to be a rot priest, or the dual flying ninja style. You can pick whatever you want, but if you want your leveling to be easy peasy lemon squeezy, I would go with the fan. Why? Because there is almost no healing in this game. Healing items are rarer than water in the desert. When you die, you cry. Fan, I don't die, equals you actually might enjoy playing the game. How exactly do we unlock more these other weapons that we can choose at the start of the game? 2 to 3 hours through the main story, you'll meet a guy with a hat. He'll look a bit homeless. Talk to that man. He will give you a key. This key can be used to open up a dungeon down here. This will unlock the fan. Now you can get this key through RNG by opening up boxes situated in camps. This is completely up to chance, meaning you can get the next key in 1 hour or 5 hours. It's completely random, and I don't know if God loves you or not, so pick at your own peril. The glaive is unlocked, by the way. After level 16, you'll get an email. The dual swords is also unlocked by the cave route, and the only one that's really locked late into the game is the umbrella, about 15 hours plus. This is hands down the longest one to acquire, so do keep this in mind. If you are choosing the other weapons, you won't be able to get the fan for quite some time. Skill 1, the finger move. Yes, the name is Curse. The skill works on enemy, bosses, and puzzles, and on yourself. Just don't ask. You need this for story, quests, and for disabling certain boss mechanics. The NPC will be in stone. Just talk to him. He'll look exactly like this. By the way, we are right here on the map. Next up, we got the frog jumping move. It's nice, but not mandatory. He'll be right here on the map. You'll see a man jumping like a little frog. Ribbit, ribbit. Just watch him, stalk him, and you will learn the skill. You will also need this jumping skill right here. This is unlocked by going down into the sewers like the rat you are. By the way, we are once again right here on the map. After that, we have the Buddha Clap, one of my favorite skills in the entire game. You can combine this with the jumping skill for even more damage. How do we acquire this game-altering ability? Come to the top of the map right here, you'll see a book icon that looks just like this. The caveat here is you will have to fight a boss at the end of this. Time to lock it in, boys. Bring our bazooka, because that guy, he's not too hard, but he's still a boss, so do keep that in mind. Now we have the stealing skill. It's time to snatch perches, dreams, everything alike. This is once again used for boss fights and questing overall. Talk to this NPC right here. He'll be right next to the pot. Here I am on the map. You should not be able to miss this guy, as he's directly along the path of the main story. Bonus tip, I know a lot of people ask about crafting. The place you craft will be next to these anvils and towns. There's also a way to use it through the menu. Just go over to the stations respectively, and you'll be able to do your business there. By the way, pro tip, if you want to know how to find anything in the entire game, just click space on it and it'll teleport you to the location. While you're exploring the map, you'll come across butterflies. They'll be blue, red, and gold. Always follow them, as they will lead you to premium loot. The red ones will bring you to a shrine like this. And you can tell how many more red butterflies you need to find by the amount of sticks in the pot. For blue, they'll just take you to a flower, and gold will take you to a view. Always do these. While you are running around the map, you will see this birdie icon. You can see it in the top left of my screen. This is hands down one of the most important things to get. More important than your quests. More important than anything. If you see a birdie, you get it. They'll come in multiple different shapes and sizes. For example, this one's a grasshopper. All I have to do is walk over to him and catch him, and he will go right into my pocket. Now there will be a few other versions of these. One, you will see a red flower that will have a little red thing above it. You just have to jump up and touch it and you'll get that reward. But more importantly, you'll have this purple one. This purple one's a bit more confusing and one I didn't quite understand until later on. While you're next to it, you'll see these purple butterflies flying above it. Shoot them down like a good AA battery and the flower will die. If you can't find the second one, hit V and you'll come into this game mode. Then follow the purple line and you'll easily be able to see the next one and shoot that one down as well. Now after we've been collecting birds for some time and getting our objectives across the map, it's time to backtrack and head over to our favorite NPC once again. Here we have to talk to Birdman. He will give us a path. Just follow the main path here. Just deviate from this unless you want something in particular. Otherwise, it's just always better to stay along this main path. It gives you stuff like stamina, skill bonuses, more mana. Very important. Don't sleep on this. Hit H, top right, the big wheel. This works just like the passive tree. Follow the main route. Only branch towards special nodes, the human/chain icons. These nodes will give you special skills, such as an extra revive, Sekiro style, negate one hit, unique combat passives, and a nice boost to our damage. They're basically cheat codes, don't skip them. You'll know you'll have them active by the green dots at the bottom of your screen. Another important tip is once you hit level 15, you'll be prompted a level up. Click this icon right here, click this, and then you'll be forced to do kind of a little mission to get some extra power. Always do this, check every 5 to 10 levels to make sure you're not level capped. This is extremely important if you want to continue making your character stronger and not stalling on XP. Something else that's very important is your passives, aka the horse passive, the most broken passive in the entire game. Talk to this NPC right here. You will have some nice dialogue, but right now we don't care about that. Purchase 10 of these envelopes. This will unlock the horse skill, the best skill for every build in the entire game. This will cost us 5,000 donuts. No, we cannot eat these. Yes, they do look delicious, but sadly we can't eat them. But hey, this is expensive, so I would recommend saving all your donuts until you can buy all 10 pieces of paper. After that, our passives of choice are very simple. You want to get your weapon passes for your certain weapons. Well, how do I tell which is which? Just click the blue text here. It will tell you exactly what weapon each thing is used for. It's only used for that weapon in particular. And these are absolutely game changers to your build. This is an extreme high priority. Do not sleep on these passives. Your fourth one, by the way, can be whatever you want. It's more of a personal preference. It's not min-max like these three. Now you can actually upgrade these by clicking into it and getting these books. You can hit Alt 1 and it'll show you what box you can open to get that. You can hit Alt 2 here and it'll show you what shop. If you're ever confused on where to get something, just hit Alt 1, 2, or 3 and it will show you where to grab these items. Although we have that out of the way, what else can we upgrade? Well, we can upgrade our weapon levels. This is extremely important. These will cost materials, books, and most importantly, money. Now, it's very easy to level up a weapon all the way to 20. All it does is cost us our hard-earned cash. It's not that much, so you can definitely play around with weapons all the way up to level 20 with no real downside. And because of this, I highly recommend doing it. But after level 20, it will start costing these materials. At this point, it's time to make a decision on what build we want to run and what we want to specialize in. A good rule of thumb is, whenever you look at your weapon icon, to the right of it, you'll see like a little symbol. This is the school this weapon belongs to. And kind of a cheat sheet is this combines certain weapons with the same school. So these two weapons, the glaive and my favorite weapon in the entire game, would be a great combination. At least A tier to S plus tier depending on PvP or PvE. This is a great rule of thumb, especially when you're learning the game and you don't know what can go with what. Now of course there will be exceptions to this rule, but I don't know all of them and I guarantee you won't either. So just pair whatever has the same school. After that, we can head over to our gear here and also upgrade it as well. Here you can click F and just go in, upgrade it. You can click this plus sign. It will delete gear accordingly to level up our power. This will make us very strong. Overall, do not sleep on this. Gear matters a lot. I mean, upgrading your gear can be the difference between doubling / tripling your damage alone. On top of that, make sure you can grab set bonuses. Yes, we do have set bonuses, and these are extremely crucial to giving us more oomph in our build. I'm trying to make you have easy time while playing this hard game, especially if you're under level. Think of this as kind of like a Souls game in terms of difficulty. Now, while we're on our journey, we will want to do our weekly shopping. Yes, time to put on some new clothes, aka new wares. Here you'll be given a bunch of boxes and shops to look into. The most important one is this sword icon in my opinion, as this gives you upgraded materials and it gives us access to this very important one that gives us legendary gear. But each of these will have its own unique currency, so I highly recommend just buying whatever you like here. Just look around, these are extremely valuable. Always get the weekly limit no matter what. A good rule of thumb is if it has a small weekly limit, let's say out of 10, buy those up, as those are generally very valuable resources. Now you're asking, well, I hit Kaifeng, what else should I be doing? Should I be going backtracking? Should I continue forward? At this point, I would continue until you're at least in the capital. After you're in the capital, you'll get access to another upgrade vendor at the top of the capital, right here. He will be the same, he'll give you the same stuff as the first Birdie guy right here, making them both extremely useful. You can then also start backtracking and doing other quests. Bonus tip, while you're running around, you'll see a cat that kind of looks like it's special. Always do his quests, as he gives you kitty coins, and those kitty coins can be used at another shop. Now, the other quest markers you can be prioritized while leveling if you want are these blue ones, these green ones, and then the book ones. These generally won't have any bosses at the end of them, meaning you can prioritize them while leveling with no real downside. I would say these are definitely a high priority if you want to go out and do them. Now, you will get sick in this game. You can hit control and at the top left you will see like a red thing, or your character will start acting weird. This means you are sick. Come over to the doctor. This is hands down the most important NPC. Talk to her, she will fix you up by clicking this top part. Or you can also upgrade your gourds here, giving you more access to healing consumables, making you go from 2 per boss fight all the way up to 5. And then for the final thing, you can change your difficulty in this game, but something you can't change is from the easy, medium to hard level to legend difficulty right here. You can only change to this level when you choose your character at the very start of the game. So if you choose legend, you're locked in. If you choose anything below legend, you can't change it to legend. There is no additional rewards from having your difficulty higher or lower. It does not matter. It's just there to flex and say, yeah, I'm that guy, pal. When in reality, you're not that guy. And that, boys, if you did enjoy the video, smash the like button, subscribe, check out this other video on how to get completely overpowered. I go into way more depth there on all the other systems, so you can get it OP as possible.